Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're gonna learn about what are lambda function in arrays in Python. I hope the previous concepts are already clear to you and you don't have any doubt also in it. But still, to continue this, we will study about what are the lambda function and what are the advantages, how we use the lambda function, what are basic necessity for a lambda function, and what does actually a lambda function mean. Moreover, in the arrays, we will study about how to create an array, how to remove, how to append, or how to declare an array in a particular section of your the properties of it. Correct. Let's move to your lambda function. What is your lambda function? So your lambda function are a small like we can say is a small anonymous function. This lambda function can take any number of arguments. That doesn't depend. Okay, this particular arguments is to be taken. It can take any number of argument, but they can only have one expression in it. Also, a function is anonymous function is a function which means it is without a name. Like we can say the anonymous function means we don't give a particular name to it. It has a without name, correct? And you're already when we define a normal function in your Python also we use the def keyword. Yesterday only we did this about the function and we chose about the def keyword which is a rare and a fixed amount. But in your lambda anonymous function we use lambda keyword. In the function we use the def keyword. In this your lambda function we use lambda keyword to define the function in it. This is also a function, but the criteria to use it is different as comparison to the previous function was. Now, what is your lambda expression? How to represent a lambda in a particular formations? So a small function can be created with a lambda keyword that is also known as the anonymous function, which we had done it. Now the anonymous function is your we can say in the functions we declared or we create some of the functions in your def keyword. Similarly, in a lambda function we use as a lambda keyword, which is also known as your anonymous function. Whatever we use, wherever we use, we always use the function object, which is always and always required with your basic deformatives and all. These functions are also called anonymous because that they cannot declare. They don't have a proper standard manner by using your def keywords. If we use the def keywords, it will give a type as array. Now, what is the syntax? You can also say over here the syntax of your lambda function, but still to complete it much more easier, we will use it. It is your lambda function. It is in lambda in your Python. Correct. Now what is the syntax of using this? Syntax for using this is your first of all lambda keyword we use to declare lambda argument. Okay, and after that expression. So this is your syntax to you of lambda using lambda function. Lambda argument colon the expression of it, correct? So the expression is to execute and the result to obtain in this. If I'll say that I need to add an argument, then I need to add 10 to an argument. I'll perform this example also, but still I'm just telling you like I need to add 10 in an argument. Correct? I need this. What I'll do is I'll present a various syntax to users. First of all, the basic is you have to name it what it is. After that, you need to write that it is your lambda. Correct? Your lambda keyword to use that. and after that you need to obtain like what argument it is, and after that argument you need to have an expression. I need to add 10. Okay, I need to have an expression now that I need to add 10, and after that I need to print a. I need to print a x in that, and that too is the correction. Let's perform this example. This is to add 10 in your argument. For this is for your lambda function. Correct? If I'll write that x is equals to lambda, that is the keyword, a plus 10, and after that let's print it out. Let's print. Correct? Let us run this. So your answer is 15. Obviously, if I'll pass the a, x is equals to 5. Okay, x is equals to 5, and x in the position of this is your 5 coming, and in this I need to add 10 more. So the answer is 15. If I'll say that no, I need to add 5, not 5, I want to add 10. So the answer is 20. Correct? If I wrote this b, just see now what it is happening. If I'll say that it is b, this is again b. Let's check the answer. So it's 20. The value has been gone to the this value, and after that it has been added to some an expression. Correct? This is how it has been obtained by the various functional part. So what is the characteristics of your lambda function? So very first characteristics of your lambda function is that it can take any argument, and as many arguments, like up to starting from any of it, and it can go with up to any number of arguments, but it can only return only one expression. We can give an input of almost every argument, but in return we will get only one expression to be given as an output. Second point is like lambda functions are restricted to use only a single expression. Okay, correctly, we can give a lot of argument as an input, but in result we will get only one single expression. Number third is we can use them as an anonymous function inside other functions also, where we have declared about the anonymous function. Number fourth is your lambda function is reusable, and this is the main advantage of using the lambda functions, that we cannot like put as much as of your efforts to declare each and every lambda function in a particular obtainable part. Correct? Why we should use a lambda function instead of a simple argument function? So the lambda function are used when we need a function for a short period of time, not for the long, and it has been given a lot many arguments, but in return we will get only one expression as an output. This will also pass a function as an argument to take in higher order of the function, but the function can take other function as their argument. Function are going to take as an other function as an argument, but the argument can be as an higher order. The basic syntax I already told you. So the basic syntax is a lambda argument colon expression. So lambda is your keyword. And your argument can take multiple argument. Colon to represent or to precede your expression part. And expression, the expression always returns an object in it. Correct? Let's move further. How we document a string. How we put a string. Before going to that, let's go with one more example on this. So if I'll say that the lambda, I'm using that as in multiplying a segment of a with the argument b, of your arguments. Okay, if I'm using a is equals to lambda keyword and I'm declaring a comma b column a plus b, correct? A comma b colon a plus b. Now when I say print, I need to print x in terms of 5 comma 6, correct? Let me just print it out. Okay, what is an error in this? I guess I did comment over here. So your answer is 30. The value of A will go in the first part, the B will go to the second part, and A asterisk B means it is multiplying. So 5 into 6 is your 30, correct? The value is automatically of x is going towards the A and B by using the lambda keyword. If I'll say I need to plus it out. So the answer is 11. Okay, if I'll say B divided by A. So the answer is 1.2. So there how you can multiply our argument, you can divide it, you can subtract, you can add our argument of A with the argument of B, as in return you will get an expression value which you have mentioned over here. Correct? So how we document a string? So for the documentation of a string, you need your very first line you can see over here as an example. You need always a short, always be a short and concise summary of an object purpose. The first line should begins with a capital letter and end with a period. Correct? The first line should start from the capital letter and end with period. Correct? However, if there is more lines in a documentation string, the second line should be blank. Correct? The fourth option is that the first non-blank line after the first line of the string determines the amount of indentation of your entire documentation is required in a particular string. Remember of indentation, remember of your basic formulas of your first line, second line and capital letters, where you can use a basic advantage, I can say you can use of that. Now coming to array, before going to the array, just let me perform one more example for you to just clear you out how we can just use this. But this like example, what I'll do, I'll make a function definition to make a function of it. Okay, just let us do it. Only and only because like it is very much important to learn about the lambda function and the function. That's why I'm just like clearing you out more. I'll say that the return lambda A comma B, or I can say A number of values we can say. After that, I'm just writing more as in double my function. Correct? Now I need to print it. Okay, let's run this. So basically, I'll explain you one thing. This is a like using of a function with a basic always doubles with a basic n part. Okay, the power of your lambda is better to show you when you use them as an anonymous function inside another function. Similarly with this did in this. So say if you have a function with a definition that takes one argument and that argument will multiply with the unknown number, we can say. So where I gave an unknown number and I made this like my doubler function is my function, so it is already declared as a keyword with a keyword. So if I'll say that the a, if I'll change the value of this 3, so it will be the 33. Correct? The value of n is regularly changing according to your my function. Correct? If I say 11 and 11.21. Correct? So in the another function, it is defining the more of the functional part. Correct? We can use similarly a tripler also. It's a my doubler, and we can say, if I say it's my tripler, and my function I'll just write as a 3. Okay, the function is same, and over here also it will come my tripler. Let us run this. Okay, my function is this, but I haven't given another. The answer is 33. It's tripler 3 times. It is going to come. If I'll say only and only one time on that, it will occur as a doubler or tripler of it. Correct? Now moving forward to what is an array. How your array is performed with a basic. I can say the array point is much more easier than your lambda. I think you will agree the point that the lambda is more complicated with your array. So what is an array and what is the meaning of array? How we create an array, how we define an array. So arrays are used to store the multiple values in a single value. Basically, it comes to hold more than one value at the same time. If I'll say that in your house, some of the people are going to come and live. Correct? So your house is your array. Okay, your house is your array to store a number of people. Correct? And that people are in a single variable part. Correct? If I'll say that you have only one room and that room has a capacity of 10 people to stay in. Correct? What it will happen? That room is your array, and the people who are going to stay over there, that is the data. Okay, it is the data to or the value we can say. It is just data to hold upon. And your array is a collection of your order series, or it is the collection of your single elements or at the same time. So what is your basic structure of an array? So first of all, we used to declare a var name. After that, anywhere declare a var name is to be given as an indexes, as a value. Value is given over this and your indexes are there. Correct? An array is specifically a variable which can hold more than one value. Just remember this point. If you have any list of element or a car name or your dog names or your food items or any of that is used in your particular array sorting part. Now, is the Python list same just like an array? This is the question raised all the time, where we used to find a basic the regularity point. Correct? Your array or your list is same or not. So first of all, the point comes that Python arrays and the list have the same way of storing data as we did in that. It used to store the item elements or in the same of the variable. Okay, so it is just same to store the value of your it is just same as in storing of your data. So array only take only the one single type that is depending upon, but list can have a type of your data. Okay, arrays can only take one or a single type of element, but list can have multiple types of your data. Third is, therefore, any other of your few operation, the kind of operation performed on them are different. Array have different operations, list have different operations. Correct? The performance of it are both of them different, but actually what we used to do is we have to create it out. Correct? We have to create it out with the basic fundamentals. Now, how to create an array in your Python? So the very first point for creating the array in a Python can be created after importing the array module. Either you are using any NumPy or you are using like NumPy, Pandas, Sky, okay, Skype or any of that. So very first point to create an array in your Python is to import an array. Okay, and that importing of your array is without your alias, correct? The second one is you're importing array as an AR. Array is always written as an ARR, as in using your alias if you need to. Okay, from array, third is your from array import. Okay, just you need to write from array import asterisk sign. It will give it. There are three types of creating an array: without alias, using alias, or using asterisk. Now assessing the array in element. How we used to assess the array element with a formal part, like how to get it through basic formalities, correct? So very first example of creating your array is assessing your array is that assessing element with the index value. Okay, so it has a particular index value of each and element placed in that storage box. Okay, indexing always starts from 0, not from 1. Hence, the index number is always 1 less than the length of your array. Suppose I have 10 toffees and I have to know about like how many, what are the indexes. So the indexes will always come with 9 because it starts from 0 and it ends with 1 less than. Okay, and a negative index value can be used as well as the same. Just remember that point. Like negative array start from the reverse. Okay, and that is from the right to left. Correct. If I'll say this point, this is an example. If I'll say I'm creating a box or I'll creating a rail. In this I'm placing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm placing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The indexing is started from 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is n minus 1. Okay, it is your n minus 1. Just give me a minute. So it is your n minus 1. It starts from 0. Starts from 0 and it ends to n minus 1. Positive is going to from left to right. Positive. And negative is going to come from right to left. Left to right. Right to left. The values are same, everything is same, just the, like it will start from left to right and it will start from right to left, correct? It starts from 0, it ends to n minus 1. If I'll ask you the question just similar to this, like what is the position of A 2, correct? If I ask you question that what is the output of A, correct, 2, I need to know. So it is 0, 1, 2. So 2 is obtaining over here. So the answer is 3. If I'll ask you the question, what is this of? Negative I am writing above. Just similar to this, it has written. Oh, sorry. Similar to this, it has to be written over here. Okay. Negative is you're getting minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8. Correct? So it has been starting from here. Correct? This is your example of your accessing of your array element. Now what are the basic operation of your array? So the basic operation of your array, just a minute. The basic operation of your array, they depend upon the 6 operations. Number 1 is you're finding the length of an array. Number 2 is you're adding and changing the element of an array. Number 3 is you're removing and deleting the elements of the array. Number 4 is the array concatenation. Number 5 is a slicing. Number 6 is you're looping through an array. So these are the 6 operations we use to perform in your array. One is finding the length, second adding changing, third removing deleting, fourth array concatenation, fifth slicing, and sixth is your looping through an array. Correct? Now how we find the length of an array? How we used to find the length of an array with the basic example I'll also perform, but still let's do this first of all. The very first, like finding the length of an array, like length of an array is the number of elements that are actually present in an array. If I'll say that how many like I can say how many numbers are there in particular this alphabetic. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct? So that's how we used to find the length of each and every method by using the len circular bracket. This is the syntax to use that. Okay, and then your length function returns an integer value that is just equal to the number of elements present in that array. So for finding the length of an array, we use the len circular bracket. So let us perform one example. So if I say x is equals to len, I need to find the number of this cars. Okay, or I think I need to x is equals to okay, if I'll say that the car, I'm just declaring it first, it is any Audi. Okay, just 2 to 3 we can write it, BMW, Nixon, Tata, I guess. I'm writing this, and then if I'll say that the print the x is this x and print the value of x. If I'll write the print the value of x, so it is 3. It is it is the 3. So 1 is Audi, 2 is BMW, 3 is Tata. Correct? So how to add an element to an element, how to add the elements to an array. Correct? Now what is the significance of adding the elements in your array? So for adding that, number first is the function used in your any of your method that can be add through element, append, extend, or insert. Correct? That can be added with the various functional, that is to add the element in a basic property. So it is your append, extend, and insert. What is append means? Append means it used when we need to add a single element at the end of your array. Extend means when we used to have a more than one element to have a part of your array. And insert, that we need to specific element to a position of an array. Correct? A position will be defined as a part of your the degree it has. Okay. If I'll say instead of length, this is same. Okay. If I'll say the cars append, instead of this I'll write Honda. And now print cars. Correct? Let us run this. So at the last it gave me Audi, BMW, Tata, Honda. It added. Okay, if I say similarly it happens with your append, similarly it happens with your insert, extend. Okay. Now how do we remove particularly the element of your data? If I'll say removing of a particular element of your data, it depends upon like the function to remove basic elements of your array. It uses the pop and remove. Pop is used to used when you want to remove only and only an element and return it. Remove when you want to remove an element within specific value without using any returning it. Correct? Let us perform. Take the same example. Instead of this, I'll write the pop. I need to pop first position. Okay, then I'll print the cars. So the first like 0 1 BMW is done, indexing is it is okay. BMW is done, Audi and Tata came, correct. It is just to like, it is just to form like removing. Okay, instead of it there's, if I'll say remove one, or I guess I'll try two. So it will give me the error because of your the basic declaration. Okay, just let us get with this. Or I can see like we can write remove Audi. Okay, so Audi is removed, BMW and Tata came. Next one is your array concatenation. How your array concatenation are used and what is the basic like, we can say like basic terms of your array concatenation. For array concatenation, it imports like any of your array concatenation with follows with your plus sign. That is your concatenation sign. And wherever the concatenation is used or adding is used, there is always and always your plus operator. Okay, any of your plus operator is used in your basic concatenation. This is your the array concatenation. Moving forward to your slicing of an array. So the slicing of an array, it can be used using your colon symbol, and this will return a range that will depend upon the specific indexing of it. Okay, obviously we will be doing this in your numpy and pandas too, but still I can just tell you like it is your array that is used to slice any of your elements that is used for the colon symbol. So over here you can see an example of it, and if I'll say that I had declared it and these are the elements, if I'll say this, so it will give me a value of D defining all the numbers which are excluded with a position in it. Now last one is your looping. How your looping is done, looping through an array. So we can use, you can use like in your looping of an array for in loop. Okay, just to remember all elements of the array. For it iterates over the element of an array specific number of times, but while it iterates only and only over the elements until a certain condition is met through. Okay, just let me tell you because this is particularly important only. Looping, if I'll say cars, we can get it same also. Just I'm writing. Okay, now if I'll say that the for loop for x in cars, print x. Okay, let us print this. So it came Audi, BMW and Tata. Okay, so that's how the loop you generate and loop you form in your foreign part. Okay, I hope this much is clear to you about all the basic detailing of your lambda function and your arrays in your Python. Thank you so much for watching this. Stay tuned.